Jesus, I'm digging in again. All right, so we're back at it again today. I just got done. Man, the ground still isn't completely frozen yet. I just got done cleaning out the auger, all of the ice and material. Cleaned off the windshield wiper, but I guess I didn't do that great a job now. Yeah, I'm sinking in again. It's in the very low 20s right now. Got to try not to knock off my power supply to the house and shop here. Similar to the temperature yesterday, but it's going to be going down into about the low, mid-teens tonight. And yesterday was a kind of a bad day with digging in and getting shearing pins with all the rocks that I was kicking up. Stop right here and see if I can close the overhead door behind me here. So I know there's still a lot. Okay, the door's closed. There's still a lot more rocks on the roadways that I didn't get to yesterday. So I don't know how I'm going to handle that yet. We'll have to see. Jeez, I just dug in again. I just sheared another pin. Oh, I just keep sinking in here. Okay, well, we'll get this taken care of and move on. Man, it's just mud underneath the surface here. And that's the area where there's lawn, where I haven't put in roadway yet. Okay. Okay, I got that shear pin replaced. We'll see what we can do. It's so hard to keep this. There goes another chunk. So there's chunks of sod and rocks and all in here. And it is so hard to keep this above digging into the ground. Man. That's why I just hope that it freezes good and stays frozen until we're done with the end of the snow. Oh, Lord. Putting snow on top of the bird's habitat there in those bushes by the transformer, but I have to focus right on keeping this above digging into the ground. I'm thinking we got about 8 inches of snow is what I'm thinking. I'm just going to turn it this way. Since I blew yesterday, that's what I'm thinking. I think that I'm going to have to get a larger diameter soft bolt for the shear pins for this. For the one that keeps going, where the impeller that actually throws the snow up the chute. It's all the way up now. I'm driving right back near these buildings. It's a little hairy. Trying not to do any more damage. I believe I've got enough work to keep me busy for quite some time. So if we can get some time without any snow, temperatures stay nice and low, get this ground frozen.
As we get older, life's got a different view. Material things don't matter like they used to do. But I'm a big boy, and I love my toys. They're more than just gadgets, they're my pride and joy. People see me with my machines, they think it's all play. But these big boy toys help me shape each day. Elon the excavator, the Hulk with his mind. Optimus Maximus blowing snow from morning till night. Mini-me fits anywhere, versatile and strong. Green machine handles logs, makes work a sweet song. Creating paradise with every turn of the wheel. Without these tools, the aches and pains I'd feel. They're expensive to keep, and maintenance is key. But these big boy toys, they set my spirit free. People might laugh, call them just toys, but they don't see the work, the sweat and the joys. Elon the excavator, the Hulk with his might. Optimus Maximus blowing snow from morning till night. Mini-me fits anywhere, versatile and strong. Green machine handles logs, makes work a sweet song. Farmer, builder, designer, creator. Each machine a friend, a motivator. With Elon digging deep and the Hulk moving strong. Optimus blowing snow where dreams belong. Mini-me's got the power, fits just about anywhere. Green machine with attachments, makes work a joy to share. They're more than just toys, they make what we do possible and wonderful, with each day anew. People might not get it, see them as toys, but they're the backbone of my work, my pride and my joys. Elon the excavator, the Hulk with his might. Optimus Maximus blowing snow from morning till night. Mini-me fits anywhere, versatile and strong. green machine handles logs, makes work a sweet song. So here's
Trying to
the
slow
big
down
boy
quite a bit as I get
my
into
mechanical
the
friends.
thicker stuff,
With them by my
in case there's
side,
some of the sod
the
that
work
froze in
never
there
ends.
yesterday that I kicked up. There shouldn't be any rocks right up in here. Behind me, yes. The snow is such a good insulator that it just doesn't allow the ground to really get a good freeze. I looked at the fan belt, and the way it's sort of consolidated amongst a whole bunch of other hoses and shrouds and all. Trying to see how I can snug up that fan belt is. I couldn't easily figure it out, and I didn't want to spend any more time because I knew that we'd have a challenge with getting the snow cleared and potentially more sheared pins. This is the area I've got to, all along in here, I got to leave a little more snow because it undulates so much, and as the wheels change their height on the ground, the snowblower digs in. Yesterday, Thea and I went out to the post office, took Thor out, and when I turned on the camera, I wasn't able to see the steering wheel or the screen, the main screen, so you could see everything. So yesterday did not work out that well. But Thor did a fantastic job. And it is the ground is so moist over here. It is so soft here. A real easy spot to get into trouble, digging up another rock.
The frost creeps in, the air turns gray, snow clouds gather, it's on its way. We brace ourselves, the winter's call, but it's not all pretty, not at all. When the ground's still soft, it's a mess we find. Wet snow piles up, and it's grinding time. Living in snow country, it's a rugged scene. Blowers digging deep where the ground's not clean. Wet snow's a battle and the rocks roll in, shearing off the blower pins again. It's not always magic, it's not always bright, living in snow country through the cold hard nights. Before the freeze, it's a test of grit. You clear one path, then the blower quits. Shovels scrape where the mud still lies. The fight gets real beneath winter skies. Chains on the tires, grease on my hands, plowing snow while the whole world stands. Living in snow country, it's a rugged scene. Blowers digging deep where the ground's not clean. Wet snow's a battle and the rocks roll in, shearing off the blower pins again. It's not always magic, it's not always bright, living in snow country through the cold hard nights. But when the ground finally freezes tight and the snow falls clean on a moonlit night, there's a beauty to the silence, a peace so near. It's the price we pay for the winter's here. Living in snow country, it's a rugged scene. Blowers digging deep where the ground's not clean. Wet snow's a battle and the rocks roll in, shearing off the blower pins again. It's not always magic, it's not always bright, living in snow country through the cold hard nights. We curse the thaw, we embrace the freeze. It's a life of work, no guarantees, but through the struggle we learn to know the beauty and the beast of the winter's snow. Snowflakes drift on a bitter breeze, blanket the hills and the barren trees. It's not like it was when I was a kid, the blizzard of '66. Now that was big, but even now, as the snow piles high, I find my peace beneath this winter sky. Winter in snow country, it's a life I know. Hard work and heartache beneath the cold glow. Breaking trails, splitting wood, shoveling again, but I wouldn't trade it for the city's den. It's the simple life where I feel alive. Even in winter, I love to thrive. I've seen some winters, the big ones too, drift so high they'd bury you. The wind would howl, the roads would close, but we made it through when the cold wind rose. I still feel pride as I clear my way. In snow country, it's just another day. Winter in snow country, it's a life I know. Hard work and heartache beneath the cold glow. Breaking trails, splitting wood, shoveling again, but I wouldn't trade it for the city's den. It's a simple life where I feel alive. Even in winter, I love to thrive. The frost bites hard, the nights are long, but there's beauty here in the quiet song. The crunch of snow, the whispering pines, this country life, it's always mine. When I think back on the years gone by, I thank the Lord for this winter sky. Winter in snow country, it's a life I know. Hard work and heartache beneath the cold glow. Breaking trails, splitting wood, shoveling again, but I wouldn't trade it for the city's din. It's a simple life where I feel alive. Even in winter, I love to thrive. The snow will come as it always has, marking the seasons as the years pass. It may be hard, but it's all I need, a country life to plant my seeds. So let the snow fall, let the cold winds blow. In snow country, my love will always grow.
Already digging in, dang it. So this area here in front of the house slopes away to the sediment collecting canal system there. And it's not perfect, so it undulates a little bit. I'm trying desperately not to. So as soon as I change the height, I think we're okay at this level now. I'm just not getting all the way down. I'd really like to get at least a driveway cleaned before I shear another pin. Yeah, I've got a couple inches of snow still on top of the area over here. And this all needs to be changed as far as stone put in here. Really try to throw it as much as I can to the downhill side to our left there. So all of the material that I'm throwing up there can work its way into the canal system. I've sheared pins in the past. I don't think I sheared any pins last year. We had a good freeze before the, if I did shear one, it was before the freeze, but once the ground gets nice and frozen, I could zip right along with this blower. It works so beautifully. But this ground completely got saturated, and then the snow on top of it kept it from freezing. just see my tire tracks are all slushy there. I know people probably wonder why I don't use the little shoes on the bottom, and there are shoes on it, but I haven't adjusted all the way up because the shoes, if they stick down from the blower, which you could say, geez, I want to leave a ½ inch on the driveway. For most people that have got asphalt or concrete driveways, that would work great. But when it's soft ground like this, those shoes just dig right in and kick up the rocks, and then I shear more pins. So that's why I've got the shoes completely adjusted up. Back a little bit more. Pretty hard to determine what depth you're supposed to be in over here, because it does undulate a little bit, because I smooth things out, but I excavated a lot of the plants from the side here when I was finishing up the pond that I just put in this season. Okay. God dang it. I can hear the rocks shooting out. Those must have been some that I kicked up there yesterday. Oh, I see there's a chunk of sod there too that I'm pushing. Hope it doesn't shear a pin. So once I dig up some of the sod, and it sits on the surface of the ground, or dirt, not necessarily just sod, then it freezes solid like a rock. And that can shear a pin just as well. Got over a foot right in this area. Yeah. Probably because of the trees raking some of the wind, letting the snow really get deposited there. getting close to the spot now that I sheared a pin yesterday.
Well, I'm not a kid, but I'm young at heart. Living in the country, it's a work of art. Walks in the woods where the quiet reigns. Beaver ponds glisten after winter rains. The gardens and forests, they're life to me. Feeding our bellies with simplicity. Thank God I'm a country boy. Every day's a blessing, it's a life I enjoy. Feeling the soil and watching it grow. Even in winter when there's ice and snow, the land gives back in the sweetest way. Thank God I'm a country boy every day. The food forests thrive, the seasons turn. In the cold winter's grip, there's still much to learn. Stored apples and squash and greens we've grown remind me that we're never alone. Digging in the dirt, my soul feels alive. In this country life, I truly thrive. Thank God I'm a country boy. Every day's a blessing, it's a life I enjoy. Feeling the soil and watching it grow. Even in winter when there's ice and snow, the land gives back in the sweetest way. Thank God I'm a country boy every day. There's joy in the simple, the work of my hands. The creeks, the ponds, and these fertile lands. A quiet peace only nature can bring, and a grateful heart makes my spirit sing. Thank God I'm a country boy. Every day's a blessing, it's a life I enjoy. Feeling the soil and watching it grow. Even in winter when there's ice and snow, the land gives back in the sweetest way. Thank God I'm a country boy every day. So here I'll stay till my days are done, living this life under God's bright sun. From gardens to forests, I've found my home. Thank God I'm a country boy, I'll never roam.
We've got some rocks over here. blessed. We got some good neighbors. Well, one good thing, it is a sun. Wow, there goes a big chunk of sod out. It is a Sunday, so not much traffic out here today. And the snow, they got the, oh man, there are more chunks of sod in there. The gravel mine isn't operating. Change the direction of the chute here. And see little brown things, so it's either chunks of sod or some of the rocks that got kicked up during the whole process. Probably just chunks of dirt and sod. Well, winds out of the west is helping right now. Close that for a minute. Now, when the snowblower doesn't shear a pin, fantastic. And I'll leave the four ways on until I'm done going up to the top of the driveway. One thing that I do like about Kubota, they're bright orange. There's a lot of snow gets on them during the winter months, but much better for vehicles, for it to stick out for vehicles traveling out there. It's one of the spots I dug in over here. So when I went in yesterday, my neck and back were so sore. Okay, just had to change the batteries. Fingers crossed, things keep going pretty well. A little too deep. It's a nice foot deep in this whole area, or maybe 14 inches over there. Man, I can see the sod all along in there. Now, I really don't want to get too close to the side over here. Keep it pretty high, because I know there's rocks over on this side.
When the blizzards howl and the cold winds bite, the white-tailed deer fade into the night. In the dense tree stands they make their stay, hunkering down till the storm goes away. They move so little they've learned to conserve. Surviving winter takes a steady nerve. White-tailed winter, a fight for life, through the biting winds and the stormy strife. With hollow hairs and a fur coat deep, they brave the cold while the wild winds weep. Sheltered in the deer yards, they hold their ground till the storm subsides and calm is found. Their hollow hairs trap the warmth inside, a natural shield where the cold can't reside. With snow piled high, they find less deep, a quiet place where the drifts won't sweep. Fat reserves fuel their steadfast stand, nature's wisdom a survival plan. White-tailed winter, a fight for life, through the biting winds and the stormy strife. With hollow hairs and a fur coat deep, they brave the cold while the wild winds weep. Sheltered in the deer yards, they hold their ground till the storm subsides and calm is found. For days they'll bed in the snowy chill. Frozen woods are quiet, the world stands still. No need to wander, no need to roam. The forest's embrace is their winter home. With patience and strength they'll see it through. A blizzard storm is nothing new. White-tailed winter, a fight for life. Through the biting winds and the stormy strife. With hollow hairs and a fur coat deep, they brave the cold while the wild winds weep. Sheltered in the deer yards they hold their ground, till the storm subsides and calm is found. And when the storm fades, they'll rise again, step through the snow with grace unbent. The white-tailed deer, so strong, so wise, masters of winter beneath gray skies. Through the fiercest cold, their spirit shines bright, living in harmony with winter's white.
This is concrete where I'm on right now, but I'm trying to make sure I don't go pushing this. Because it's almost like an ice sheet underneath it there. I could go right through the door. Slow and steady while I'm doing this. So much snow, it's just so thick and heavy, it's pushing it like a plow. Let's raise it, take off the top. It's just so compacted down underneath it there. got to keep this blade up some here. Don't want to shear more pins like I did yesterday. Just got into some sod there. I really have to work on these roadways and the driveway. And I've got to prune some of these apple trees that are sticking out here so far. I never know that I did blow the snow down here yesterday. So there are rocks up here. So the goal is to stay pretty darn high above the dirt. Just cut off like the top 6 inches here. Right in here is try to kick a lot of those rocks out of the way. See the little mound up ahead where I sheared the last pin yesterday where I decided to heck with it. It was too cold and sore. Change another pin. Okay. Let's hope there isn't a big rock in there. There goes a lot of dirt and all. I picked it up a little bit. Man, this ground really needs to freeze. Okay, so we're coming up on another spot that could have more rocks here. Slow down a bit. There's rocks right down here too. Notice I sheared pins and cleared out stuff over here. Oh, dang it, a little too deep there. Dang it, a little too deep there. see it dives in here. Get on a little bit more. You really hear that fan belt squealing some now. Ground is very soft down in here. Thank God we haven't sheared another pin yet. Well, I better try and get rid of this chunk here. Oh, please don't. So soft there. Man, it is so muddy here. Dang it. Muddy, muddy, muddy. 2 feet right over in here. It sure is moving a lot of snow right now. Right now, this is beautiful. It's dumping all that snow right in the pond. And this area is protected by the building, so a lot of it didn't drift, get blown away. Well, a big, a little less stress right now. It's lunchtime. Didn't get into lunch yesterday until an hour and a half later than scheduled lunchtime, so it'd be nice to get in there now. Close my window so I could see better. Thank you, Lord. All right, folks, that's the end of the video. If you stayed with me this long, kind of a crazy video. But we got through with just, the initial shear pin and then the second shear pin. Whew, thank God. That worked out beautifully. Well, I hope you folks stay safe and take good care of yourselves. I really appreciate you watching the videos. And as boring as this one was, I'm sure there'll be more to come in the future. We'll clean this all up tomorrow probably. All right, take care, stay safe. Bye-bye.